Half buried in the dunes was the body of a young woman. She was identified as Priya Sharma, a 28-year-old Indian expatriate who had disappeared weeks earlier. At first, it seemed like another tragic story in a city where thousands of foreigners chased dreams of success. But the deeper investigators looked into Priya's life, the more they realized this was not a simple disappearance. It was a story about ambition, power, forbidden love, and a world where some secrets are protected at any cost. Months earlier, Priya Sharma had been living what looked like a normal life in Dubai. She lived with her husband Vikram and their 2 young children in Karama, a busy neighborhood known for its large Indian community. Their apartment was small but comfortable. Vikram worked long hours for a technology company, and Priya took care of the household while raising the children. But Priya had a talent that quickly became known in the community. She was an extraordinary cook. What started as small meals for neighbors slowly turned into a small catering business. Her food carried the flavors of northern India, rich spices, slow-cooked curries, and fragrant rice dishes that reminded people of home. Word spread quickly through the Indian expatriate community. Soon Priya was cooking for birthday parties, weddings, and community gatherings. For the first time since arriving in Dubai, she felt like something bigger might be possible. Dubai was a city built on dreams. Everywhere she looked, there were skyscrapers rising from the sand, luxury cars passing through the streets, and promises of success for anyone willing to work hard enough. Priya wanted more than the modest life she and Vikram had built. She wanted recognition. She wanted opportunity. And then one day, opportunity appeared. During a cultural food festival organized by the Indian community, Priya set up a small table to present her cooking. Compared to the large professional catering companies around her, her stall was simple. But one dish changed everything. A layered saffron biryani filled with delicate spices and slow-cooked meat caught the attention of a very unexpected guest. Sheikha Latifa, the wife of one of Dubai's powerful royal figures, had decided to visit the festival. When she tasted Priya's cooking, she immediately asked who had prepared the dish. Priya stepped forward nervously. The Sheikha studied her for a moment, and then asked a simple question. Could you cook for a private Ramadan reception at the palace? For Priya, it felt like a door opening into another world. She accepted. The following week was chaos. Priya worked day and night preparing dishes worthy of royal guests. She spent nearly all her savings on premium ingredients, hired assistants, and turned her small apartment kitchen into a professional workspace. When the night of the reception finally arrived, the food was delivered to the palace under strict supervision. The guests loved it. But the most important moment came later that evening when Sheikh Khalid himself entered the kitchen. Tall, calm, and confident, he was used to power and influence. When he tasted Priya's food, he seemed genuinely impressed. Instead of leaving, he stayed to speak with her. For 15 minutes he asked questions about her recipes, her family, and the traditions behind her cooking. Before she left that night, he handed her a business card. "We often host cultural events," he said. "Your talent could be very valuable." That was the beginning. Soon Priya began receiving regular catering orders from the palace. What started as occasional events quickly became weekly requests. With every visit, she entered deeper into a world of luxury and influence she had only seen from afar. Her wardrobe changed. Her confidence grew. People in her neighborhood began whispering. How had a simple home cook gained such powerful connections? At first, Vikram supported her success. But slowly, he began noticing changes. Priya came home later at night. She spoke more often about the palace and less about family life. Expensive gifts began appearing. Jewelry, designer handbags, rare spices. Something was happening, but he didn't yet understand what. Inside the palace, Priya and Sheikh Khalid were spending more and more time together. What began as conversations about food slowly became personal. They spoke about art, culture, travel, and dreams. Khalid had studied abroad in London and spoke about a world of galleries, literature, and freedom. Priya listened with fascination. For the first time in her life, someone powerful saw her not just as a wife or mother, but as a talented woman with potential. Eventually, Sheikh Khalid made an extraordinary proposal. He wanted to finance a luxury Indian restaurant in Dubai, with Priya as the chef and partner. The project would cost millions. For Priya, it felt like destiny. But with opportunity came danger. Their relationship slowly crossed the line from professional to personal. Late-night messages turned into private meetings. Private meetings turned into a secret affair. The deeper Priya moved into this world, the more distant she became from her family. Whispers spread through the Indian community. Friends stopped speaking to her. Even her husband began to suspect the truth. When Vikram finally confronted her with photographs and financial records, their marriage collapsed into a storm of accusations and silence. But the greatest danger was not inside her home. It was inside the palace. Sheikh Khalid's wife had begun noticing everything. Private meetings, late conversations, the way her husband's attention followed Priya during events. Quietly, she began collecting information. By May 2002, the situation had reached a breaking point. Priya realized the affair could destroy everything: her family, her reputation, and possibly her safety. She decided to end it. On the morning of May 15th, she dressed carefully in a blue silk sari and went to the palace for one final meeting. She planned to give up her share in the restaurant project and return to India with her children. Security cameras recorded her entering the palace that evening, but they never recorded her leaving. Hours passed. Her phone stopped responding. By morning, her family reported her missing. The investigation quickly became complicated. Access to palace security footage was restricted, and key evidence seemed to disappear. For weeks, no one knew what had happened. Then, 40 days later, the desert revealed its secret. A shepherd discovered her body buried beneath the sand. The autopsy showed signs of struggle and suffocation, but the official investigation concluded only that unknown attackers were responsible. No one powerful was ever charged. Priya's family quietly left Dubai soon after. The restaurant project was cancelled. The building was later turned into a luxury boutique. Life in the city continued as if nothing had happened. But within Dubai's expatriate community, Priya's story became something else. A warning. A reminder that in a city built on ambition and opportunity, some doors lead into worlds where power protects its own secrets. And sometimes, the price of chasing a dream is far greater than anyone could ever imagine.